Anastasia, and this is Cozy Corner, a place for me to talk about life and feelings and art and anything else on my mind. So grab a drink and get cozy, and we'll begin. Hello, everyone. Yay, I'm back. I missed you as always. I was a bit delayed making a new podcast episode, basically because I needed a bit of new podcast kit. I had to wait till these new headphones came, which I'm wearing now. Very nice. But now I can continue podcasting and talking to you. I hope you're doing well, whatever you're doing, and wherever you are. In this podcast episode, I am going to cut to me a few days ago in conversation with my lovely mum, Margaret. So this is going to be a little bit different because I recorded our conversation on my phone, so the audio won't be as clear as this, me in the studio with the microphone, but hopefully it's not too distracting and hopefully it gives you a nice vibe of us in the sitting room just talking and chatting together. So here is me from the past talking to my mum. Please enjoy this little conversation. This is completely uncut and unedited and straight to your ears. So, Mum.
Yes?
We are sat here, my mum's just made us some cups of teas, and I decided I want to introduce you all to my mum. So this is what we'll be doing today.
Hi.
So my mum's called Margaret, and how old are you?
67 this year.
67 years old, and she has been doing sewing and sewing related things for how long now?
Since I was 8 years old.
My mum's from Scotland. Obviously now she lives in England. Where are you from, Mum?
Campbelltown, Argyllshire, west coast.
Describe to people what it's like.
It's on the west coast of Scotland. It's a very, very quiet little town, but it's absolutely stunning. There's not very much work up there. That's why we moved to Scunthorpe. But it is a lovely, lovely little town.
Have I been?
Only when you were about 2.
So I've not been in adulthood, so hopefully we'll go one day and get to go together. But my mum has been back a few times. So my mum, how would I describe you? You love sewing. You're very creative. My mum's basically probably the reason why I'm creative. Do you think?
No, and your dad as well.
No, you are more. My mum has always accepted me, no matter if I wanted to make a mess with some paint in the garden, or one time I did a project about roadkill. So my mum had to drive me around and we photographed roadkill. But you are open to things like that. And when I was younger, you took me to galleries and stuff, didn't you?
Yeah. It's it's really good for you at a young age, isn't it? It's educational.
Yeah, and you've always embraced my creativity in that way. We've been to so many good exhibitions together, haven't we?
Oh, yeah.
It's one of our favourite things to do together, to go to exhibitions. Even if it's just the one in the town, it's still nice and we still enjoy it, don't we?
We always have a good time, don't we?
So I've got a few questions from people on Instagram, but I've also got questions from me. So I'm going to start off by asking you a few questions, Mum. So how has lockdown been for you? Be honest.
To be honest, sometimes it's really, really depressing. But then you've got to back up your ideas and just decide what you're going to do. And it's up to you, to change how you feel and everything. I know it's hard, but otherwise I've not minded it. I've managed to sort out a lot in the house, clear out all the stuff that we don't need and organise everything else. But yeah, it has been hard, like for everybody else it's been hard too. But no, it's been okay. And as long as I see Anna and Nathan, of course, and a few of my friends, I've been okay.
Yeah, my mum lives alone, so it's been hard, hasn't it? When
Yeah.
At first we couldn't see each other and everything.
It is.
But we just get a bit fed up, don't we? Not being
Yeah.
able to do things.
That's right.
Even now we can do things, it's just a worry because
It still is a worry.
yeah, we are very safe. But at least we can go in the garden, and my mum's quite close to her sisters, aren't you? You've got some sisters, so hopefully we'll be able to see more family soon.
And the fact that you always text every day, or we always talk a few times a day, and which is good. That's really, really good. That's helped a lot as well.
And as well, the way you live here, it's a nice little community, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's quite safe, and there's little shops that you can walk to, so I think that makes a difference as well.
Yeah, it does.
So, my other questions are, how are we similar?
I'm not quite sure about that. I don't know if we are similar. I think you're a lot like your dad, and you're one of your sisters. Even the way you look sometimes. There's a certain way you look, and it just reminds me of Melly. But me personally, maybe I can't see it, but I don't seem to see anything of me in you.
I think it's the art, though.
It could, yeah, the art side maybe. We're very similar because we love a lot of things that other people wouldn't like. You know, there's different paintings like Jackson Pollock and Tracy Emin, whereas somebody else wouldn't appreciate that sort of art. So, but yeah, probably the art side of it. But I think with everything else, I think it comes from. I'm afraid, but I think it comes from your dad.
We're both stubborn.
Stubborn, are we? Maybe we've just got courage of our convictions.
Yeah, strong-minded in other words. And as well, we stick up for ourselves as well, I would say that.
You've got to.
When I was younger and say I would dress a bit funny, someone might make a comment in the supermarket, my mum would go after them and say something bad to them. So I think we're both like that. We don't just let something go, do we? We'll stick up for people. I'd also say that you're quite homemaker, and I really like that too.
Yeah, you are.
I like
comfort.
I like comforts, things like that. We like nice things in the house. We like flowers and.
Yeah, it's not just a house. You've got to make it a home, haven't you?
Yeah, and it's the small things about that. And you're generous with things. I think I am as well.
Yeah, you are.
Not to blow my own horn.
But you see, that's what I mean. If it's you, like me, I can't sort of see that. Whereas somebody else would say, "Oh no, Anna's like you because of this." Because sometimes if it's close to you, can't see it.
Yeah,
But yeah, when you think about it like that,
I think.
We like certain things to be in a certain place, don't we?
Yeah, we're particular with things and how things look, which is a good thing. The only thing I wish I had, like my mum, was your sewing skill, because you're very good at doing that, and I think it's a good skill to have. Not many people I know can sew things. Yeah. And I tried once, and what happened when I tried, I can't remember.
Yeah, but if what have I always says to you, whatever you do, you'll be good at anyway.
I know, but doesn't every mum say that?
I don't know. And you should be, because with your dad being a qualified tailor as well.
So my dad qualified as a tailor at first, and then my mum has been sewing. What did you start out as? You worked in factories?
Yeah. Well, after I went to college, I got a job in a factory doing pattern cutting.
Which is an art.
Which I absolutely hated. I didn't like it at all. And then eventually I became a machinist. And I earned very little money at that time. And because you were graded, and I was doing the same work as people on a higher grade, and I didn't agree with it because I was doing all their alterations. So I left, and then I was asked to go back as what they used to call a supervisor, where you organise the work and show the other women. And I was only 19. Which offended quite a lot of the older machinists. But eventually, because they realised I was good enough to teach them, they accepted it eventually. And from then on, I went into business with your dad. We built our own clothing factory, and we produced work for quite a few different shops. The main one was Topshop.
And Miss Selfridge, I remember.
Miss Selfridge.
I remember when I was younger, I was too young to wear the samples, but you used to have so many bikinis and things. And your mum, Nana, also was very talented, wasn't she?
My mother and my grandmother, and both of them, especially my mum. My mum was very, very clever as well when it came to sewing.
Some people just have a natural talent with it, don't they? Which I don't think I have, but you obviously do.
It's a shame because nowadays they don't really teach it properly at school, and it's like a dying trade. If it's not kept where people are teaching their children to do it, it's such a shame. Because there's not many people that can do simple jobs in sewing. But hopefully that will eventually all change.
I think the younger generation do try and alter things or customise clothing, things like that. Maybe people will start to learn.
And even knitting's become crocheting, and knitting's become very popular at the moment, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Next question, how are we different?
How are we different?
I would say you're quite shy.
I am. Yeah, I am. Sometimes I'm quite shy, but eventually if I get to know somebody, I'm not as bad. But if I don't really know. I don't know how we are different.
Probably just that confidence, maybe.
Yeah, it's even like I've been offered a small job the other day, and even though I'm experienced, it's doing alterations on wedding dresses and prom dresses, and even I know that I'm qualified, but there's still is it the right word, apprehensive? You're still worried in case you're not going to do something right, and
The self-doubt.
yeah,
Yeah.
self-doubt.
Yeah, but out of everyone, you are qualified. You've been doing it that
Yeah.
much. But it's the feeling yourself, isn't it? But I do get that too.
And most things, I mean, I am quite confident. It's just the beginning that it
Getting it
worries
going,
me.
yeah.
Yeah, it does.
So, next question. What do you miss about Scotland?
The freedom, I think. We never used to lock our doors. I'm not saying the neighbours here are unfriendly, because they are. I've got really, really good neighbours. But it just seems safer. Maybe it's because when you're younger, you think it's safer. But it was healthier as well, because where we lived, we had fields behind us, and it was you had so much freedom. And I do miss it, because I loved the town that we lived in, where I was born. But things have got to change. Things change, I'm afraid.
So, last question from me is, what's your favourite kind of art? What artist do you like, or what pieces of art do you like? That can be music as well. Oh, tell them about that Disturbed song you like.
Well, I absolutely love Disturbed, and especially when they've done the Simon and Garfunkel Sound of Silence, and the video that it goes with it. I think that is my one of the favourites. And what's that other musician?
Anthony and the Johnsons.
Oh God, I absolutely love him as well. Her, sorry. I absolutely love her.
Amazing voice. I can't even listen because it makes me so upset.
Yeah,
but my
it
mum
does. I absolutely, sorry for calling him, but it's her.
We love him, don't we?
Oh, absolutely. And art, I like almost nearly most art. I like Tracy Emin, Jackson Pollock,
Van Gogh,
yeah. Most artists I like. There's not very many that I dislike. And is it Francis Bacon?
Oh yeah, I love Francis
love him.
Bacon. We went to see a really good Van Gogh museum at the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam, wasn't it? That was amazing.
One of the best times ever.
And another one we liked was the Basquiat exhibition in London that we saw. Do you remember, with all the graffiti? And who else have we seen?
We went to Sheffield a few times. Vivienne Westwood, the designer. We've been to see Tracy Emin. That Tracy Emin was good, wasn't it? We've been all over the place.
If there's a good exhibition, we'll make an effort to go. Yeah. The only one we didn't go to was Frida Kahlo.
Yeah.
Because it was booked up, which...
Yeah, that was a shame, wasn't it?
But we love going to galleries together. Yeah. Can't wait to go back to them. Right, I've got some questions from people. Mm-hmm. Are you ready, Mum?
Yep.
Does she want another daughter? I haven't ever had a mum before.
Yeah, I don't mind.
My mum actually is quite interested in fostering, aren't you?
Yeah. It would be nice to maybe help somebody else that's is the word underprivileged. I think if I was going to foster, it would be an older child, somebody maybe 14 upwards.
Yeah.
Because there's so many young children that need help at the moment, or young teenagers that need help at the moment. But yeah, I wouldn't mind.
So the answer's yes.
Yeah.
Someone else asked, what's your favourite comfort food?
My favourite comfort food.
Baked potatoes.
Oh,
We love
you-
baked potatoes. That's our
with
favourite.
cheese and onion.
Yeah, and ham as well
Yeah,
sometimes.
some chopped ham as well.
Oh, it's
Very
simple,
nice.
but it's our favourite.
Yeah, baked potato.
What's your favourite ice cream flavour? And someone asked what mine is. The best one I've ever had is in Cyprus, the rose ice cream. But I don't like ice cream that much because it's cold.
You don't. It's cold. Yeah, you've never liked ice cream. The first time we ever gave Anna ice cream, she was about 3, and she wouldn't eat it because it was cold. It was too cold.
It hurt me.
But I think I would like vanilla. Vanilla.
Just put vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla, then strawberry, then toffee.
Yeah. There's a good ice cream place near here, Blighton. It's like famous in the area, and they do have nice ice cream.
Yeah, they do.
Rum and raisin?
Oh no.
No. My mum doesn't drink, so she doesn't like anything with alcohol.
No, it's awful.
Let's see. What's your favourite place to go and hang out?
Anywhere that Anna is.
Oh, that's a nice answer. She had to say that. What's your favourite colour?
Blue, I think. A nice pale blue.
What makes you into art? What do you like about it? Why do you like it?
Why do I like it? I don't really know how do I answer that. Why do I like art? I think it's because you can appreciate something that somebody spent so much time on creating.
And energy.
Yeah, and it's part of them. Every piece of art is part of somebody else, and they're sharing it with you. I think. I wish I could have been really good at art.
You can. My mum can draw really, really well.
Yeah, but
she doesn't do it.
There's so many people that are so good at it.
It's like an expression of someone's feelings that we can look into.
Yeah, and they're sharing it with you.
What's an essential skill that you think all young adults should learn?
An essential skill. Is it a skill for you to be able to feel that you're good enough or be patient? Is that a skill?
That's true. Self-worth.
Yeah, to realise that you're not on your own. There's always somebody that'll help you. Just to take care of yourself, be healthy, be happy. I mean, is it a skill? I think it's so hard.
It's confidence.
Younger people nowadays. It's so difficult, and just to realise that you're not on your own, and always ask for help if you need it.
That's a good answer, Mum. There should be more like that because it is harder now than ever before.
Yeah, it is.
What is your favourite hot drink?
Tea.
Yeah, my mum loves tea.
I love tea, especially I used to drink PG tips. Now I'm drinking Yorkshire tea. I absolutely love Yorkshire tea.
Yeah, we're all converts now. We love it. What is your favourite memory as a child?
My favourite memory? Playing outside with my sister. One of my memories. We got these plastic hair. It was like an really old-fashioned. It was plastic hairdo that you put on your head, and it was like a bun. It was like a wig, but it was plastic. And me and my sister, we used to play out, and we had little high-heeled glitter shoes. And but the only trouble with the plastic hairdo, it used to make you perspire. It used to make your hair soaking wet, but. Yeah, just playing out in the street with all our neighbours and everything.
That's nice. I miss that too about being little.
Yeah.
When did you realise Anna was artistically inclined?
Probably when she was about... I never really sort of questioned or pushed Anna when you were younger with art. But when I think back about the thing, like when you were about 3, you made a pair of shoes out of paper. for some reason.
I used to love making shoes out of paper and fabric. I remember on Nana's
And you always
house.
did things with your dad with wooden nails and things like that.
Not technically drawing or
No.
painting, just other things, I think.
But I don't really remember when I could say, oh, you were really interested. I think maybe because we never really pushed it. We just let you glide along until you were ready to decide what you wanted to do.
So, anything you'd say to your 20-something self if you got the chance? If you could go back, what would you say?
If I got the chance, I would have. I think I would have liked to have done something more, not arty, maybe into more designing, fashion designing, or clothing, or it would probably something to do with sewing.
Something more creative rather than for other people.
But then, in those days, you had to get anywhere really. You had to work hard to earn money.
And have a trade as well.
Yeah, have a good trade. But if I was younger, if I was in like from 12 upwards, I think I would have worked harder at school. Although my grades were still good, I think I would have worked a lot more harder at school. But I didn't really enjoy school to get better grades. And but yeah, I'd like to have travelled a lot more as well.
Tell everyone where you'd like to live. My mum's dream place to live.
I'd probably like to, well, I think New Zealand or some Scandinavian country I would absolutely love. But I think New Zealand would be my first choice.
Right. Read that one. What does that say? She won't read it because it's got swearing. It says, how the F did you raise such a cool daughter?
It wasn't just me. It was, I had a lot of help. We had Frank and Winnie.
My mum was a single mum.
And Frank and Winnie was Anna's adopted grandparents, my mum and dad. And I think because they helped a lot, it gave her a good standing. But not only that, I mean, eventually your dad did contribute as well. But how did I? But it's because you're a good person anyway. It's a natural thing.
That's nice, isn't it? I just think it's good when... Well, my mum's mad at me today because I've got my nose pierced, but she has just let me kind of do what I wanted to do, and I think it does work with kids, doesn't it? Sometimes you have to express yourself.
Or if you don't like what they're going to do, then you explain to them why you don't like it. You give the reason why you don't like something, even though they'll still do it. I mean, I never slept last night thinking about having a hole in your nose and getting infected and everything. I thought, because you should never on the face because you've got such a lovely face.
But now she likes it.
But yeah, it looks lovely. And it's your choice.
Yeah, exactly.
And you've tried it. You've got to try it, haven't you?
So what is your favourite kind of fabric to work with, or your favourite project with fabric?
I love cotton, pure cotton, or even polycotton's nice. But velvet, would you believe I'm allergic to? It makes me itch, so I hate using velvet. But project, anything sort of different to try something when I get an idea and I can't wait to do it. Whether it's making a little tote bag or a cushion, especially a cushion, if I get a really nice fabric and I can make a really nice unusual
with some
cushion.
Nice pom-poms.
Yeah, with pom-poms. Mad on pom-poms at the moment.
Someone asked, does it get easy to accept yourself as you get older?
Yeah, but you can still change. You can still change yourself. So every day's going to be different. Accept myself as I'm older. I'd like to be a bit more healthier, maybe have a bit more exercise.
But do you think you don't doubt yourself? Like, when you get older, do you think it gets easier?
Yeah, it does.
Because when you're in your 20s, you're very stressed about everything.
Yeah, you're stressed.
And you don't feel like you... And even before that, you have to find out who you are and...
Yeah, I think I'm more... I mean, I am quite laid back, but I think I'm more laid back now. And I do worry, but not as much. I worry about... I figure out how I'm going to resolve something, and then you don't worry as much. It's hard to explain, really. But I think, yeah, when you get older, you realise that a lot of things that you thought were important aren't important.
Good advice, Mum. What would be your advice to young people today?
Work hard at school or colleges. just make sure that, basically, just like I said before, make sure that you're okay, that you're healthy, and that if you need help, talk to somebody, and never doubt yourself. And if you're going to have a go at something, do have a go. If it doesn't work out, just turn the page and try something else. It's hard, really, to advise somebody.
I think that's good advice.
You know, that there's always reasons why things happen. And if it doesn't work out the first time, and like I said, it means that there's something better.
Mm-hmm.
There's always something better on the horizon.
Any tips for someone starting to sew?
Just start off with something very simple. There's loads of, I mean, even now, I mean, I'm quite experienced, but even now, if I'm not sure about something, I go on YouTube or I ask somebody else, another seamstress. So there's loads of advice you can get, but go on YouTube and there's plenty of ways of showing you how to start off with, even if it's just a cushion or some bunting or a little bag or anything like that. But once you get into it, you'll absolutely love it, and it's a good skill to have.
Yeah, it is. Even groups on Facebook are good, aren't they?
Yeah.
Where you can ask people things.
And there's quite a few places. I mean, I know they can't at the moment, but quite a few places do workshops for sewing, and it is a good skill to have.
And even ask the people in your family, like
Yeah.
if Nana was alive, you can ask
That's right.
people around you stuff. How has it been to watch your daughter grow her art career and business?
Obviously, I'm very proud, but whatever she does, she'll be good at.
My mum doesn't show she's proud. I know my parents are proud, but they're not one to.
Yeah, but-
They don't give me a big ego, so no one worry
No,
about
but
that.
I'm always be proud at what you do. You should always be proud with your kids. Your
And you know,
children.
I think being a nice person is just as important as what
Yeah, it
job you're
is.
doing.
And yeah, you've got to be kind and think about other people as well, and you do. But I think you've done well in, however, I mean, when me and your dad divorced, it was very difficult for you, and then we've had a few people that have died in our family, which has been difficult. Don't get me wrong, I know we're not the only people that have suffered.
No, but life's been up and down, hasn't
So it
it?
has been quite hard, but I mean, we've got through it, and yeah, I'm really proud of what you've done
Thanks.
and what you're going to do as well.
Thanks, Mum.
And you can, you've tried your best, and that's good enough.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically what you and my dad teach me. It's all
Yeah.
you can do is just try your best, and it's never the end of the world if something goes wrong. When did you first start sewing, and did you know you wanted to be a seamstress?
I can remember my grandmother used to have an old treadle sewing machine, and I used to sit on the treadle while she sewed because it went backwards and forwards, which in a way was quite dangerous then. And I was probably only about six or seven. And then obviously we did it at school. We used to do embroidery first, and again it was just like simple things. And I think because my mum did it, it just came naturally for me. I mean, I've got 3 sisters and they can all sew, but not as experienced as I am. But I just love it. I'm lucky because I love what I do. I mean, it's been part of my work, and even now, it's part of a job that I do, and I absolutely love it. I really, really enjoy it, which helps.
Yeah, because you actually do enjoy sewing.
Yeah, if you're lucky to enjoy the work that you're like, if you're in a job and it's work that you love doing, it's a bonus, isn't it? I've been very lucky.
And last question, how are you doing today?
I've had a lovely day today. I've had some tea and donuts.
I bought some donuts.
Of course,
tomorrow.
Anna's here, and we're going to have fish and chips later.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either.
We love getting fish and chips.
Yeah, especially when they're fresh as well.
I'm thinking about it now. I'm hungry.
And I've been sewing some curtains as well while I've been waiting. So it's been most days are good days. Like I said, sometimes you have a bad day, but then you've got to back up your ideas and realise how lucky you are in life.
Sometimes you have to eat a pack of biscuits. That's what we always say.
Well, I've got you a packet. Your favourites?
I've got these favourite biscuits. My mum always gets me them from Hearts and Spencer's.
called chocolate rounds, if anyone wants to know. They're really nice. Anyway, any last things you want to say, Mum? Oh, someone said thank you for the mask, because my mum made some masks for my shop that we sold. They said thank you very much. It was lovely.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that as well.
Anything you want to say, Mum?
To everybody, just be safe, take care of yourself, and just enjoy yourself. Don't worry so much, and I hope you're all very happy like I am.
That was my mum. I'm going to go back to me recording the podcast now in the future. But I hope everyone enjoyed this. Bye.
Bye.
Well, I really enjoyed that. I hope you did too. If you've got anything to say or anything you want me to pass on to my mum, then do please email me. Always welcome to email me and chat to me over there. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for listening as always. I'm not going to do my little prompt and my Instagram shout out this week just because I wanted to keep this completely about the conversation with my mum. But I will say thank you for listening and just thank you. I thought this would be a cool little idea to do, and I really, really, really hope you think it's as nice as I do. Please stay safe, and we will speak soon. I can't wait to record more frequently now I've got these nice headphones. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being so sweet, and bye. Bye for now.